Hello guys, this is FRENCHCOPS. Today we're gonna speak about the new weekly trial like every week. But before that, we're gonna speak about the current week, the one we just finished. Let's take a look at the leaderboard because there's a lot of people who are not in Cantina Legend or they don't have access to that page. The first was Kaseng with 460. I'm recording 12 hours before the end of the week, so maybe it's gonna change a bit, but I don't think so. Like overall, it's gonna probably stay the same. So GG to Kaseng, it's a really tryhard score. He probably pushed a lot with his team, but it's really nice. It's a really good score. It's gonna be a good competitor at the end of the season. Same with Pretties and all these people. You have to remind that 90% of these people are on my Discord. You can join in the video description. Compared to the season 1 where most people were like big asshole, all these guys are really friendly and they share the information. Like they are not gatekeeping or anything. They are sharing the screen, they are trying to, like when someone have a problem, they are fixing it. Like they are really friendly, and overall there is a really good mentality in this season. So if you need anything, just join the Discord and I will myself reply if you ping me or stuff like that, you know. I almost know all these people and they are extremely friendly. For the score of each weekly trial this week, 36k was probably the max. It was 8 bastion. There is people speaking about a 9 bastion score, but I never saw it. And it's supposed to be on Hidden Bunker, but Hidden Bunker was off like 5 days on the week, so I don't think it was even possible to do it. So let's be realistic and let's say that 36k was the max, which is 8 bastion. I think like only 0.01% of the people playing Arcader did 8 bastion, so it's really high. Let's say if you kill like 6 bastion, it was good for Cantina, 7 it was really nice, and 8 it was the max score. If you got like 5 or less, you need to push a bit more, because even for a solo player to get 6 or 7 in Cantina is not really complicated. For the destroyed 6 fireball and pop, I did 79k solo. I was the first player in the world to explain that the flanking augment was probably the best for this trial, and the Burletta also. And since I did my solo run, like you can find it, I will try to put it on YouTube. I mean, it's already on YouTube, but I will try to put the link. And since I published this run, every other YouTuber start using the flanking and the Burletta. So I'm glad to be a big source of inspiration for all the solo players. For the max score, it was probably 190 or 200. I don't know if anyone managed to do 200 because I didn't check much, but it was probably from 180 to 200. If you get like something more than 140, it was really nice. Like between 140 and 160, it was really good for Cantina. And if you have like 120 or less, it could be better. Like you have to push a bit more, especially for the last week. It's gonna be really hard. For the Wasp, we did, all the trials are almost first attempt, so we didn't push much. Like we did that at first attempt. 120 is really good. I think the best world is Pretties probably with 140. I don't remember. I know that someone did 140, which is really amazing. If you get like more than 100k, it was really good for Cantina. And in my opinion, if you get like 80k or more, it was really useless to restart, because like farming the snitch cannon, it's really boring. And with 80k, you were really safe. I mean, overall, if you do all the trial with a good score, 80k was enough to keep the Cantina. So imagine we would have got less, I wouldn't remake for the entire week. It was too much a pain in the ass for nothing. So if you get more than 80k, it was really decent for Cantina. I mean, you would be like maybe 300, 400 in Cantina, but it's enough to keep the Cantina. So, and because everybody's asking me that, hey French, how many points do I need to stay in Cantina? Like I got this question 20 times a day on my live stream, like 20 times at least. And I mean, when I'm doing this video, you know the answers, but when I'm recording, I don't know the answers. And I think I said to everybody it was 250k. So I think if you had 250 or 260, it was enough to stay Cantina. So maybe I'm wrong when you are watching this video, but I'm probably close to the real score. Let me know in comment if I was wrong or not. And for the harvest plant, we did 25k on Spaceport. Obi, the guy is playing with me because I'm playing with Obi and Pili. Obi is the guy who made all the plant on the map, like 90% of the plant on the Arcader maps. So we didn't push much because he just spent the entire week to put the information for the community, and we didn't push it. But I think Vlad, my friend Vlad, he did like 33k on this, which is a really good score. But the max was probably 35, 36. maybe more, but it's really complicated because the fact is on spaceport, things like almost no one knows that. It's like 0.1% of the player. I'm giving you a good tips, huh? There is a lot of rocks, you know, everywhere on the map, like little, like 2 meters rocks, and on each of these rocks you can find moss. But the fact is, this moss, you can't see them; they are like inside the rock. So you have to go nearby, and if you mouse over your cursor, you will see the moss through the wall. I mean, through the rocks, you know. So it was like probably 10,000 points of moss like this. And they are really hard to find. Like you have to use a snap hook to go on top because sometimes they spawn at 2 meters from the ground. And I don't even know how Obi finds that at the first occasion, because I think even if I played 2,000 hours, I would never find this boss. So thanks to Obi, I think he's one of the best people for this community, because he's making so much for the community, you have no idea. So for the plant, the spaceport is the best for getting the point, like for every trial, like it's for almost every trial. Like for the probes it's spaceport, for the husk is spaceport, like for the ground arc damage is hidden bunker. I mean, there is so much trial on spaceport. And otherwise, if you were solo, the best was Burehead City. I think with Burehead City the max is 23k, so it's really good for a solo player. And on Dam, you could have like probably 30k, or 29, but it was complicated. Like you have to do the entire map almost. So spaceport, and I would say 36k is max score probably. And it was a bit long, huh? Sorry guys. And for this one, we did 76, but my game crashed like 1 minute next to the extraction. Thanks Embark, good update, huh? So I did not have the 76k because of the crash, but we got 76. And I think I saw someone at 86. It's probably the best I saw. But I mean, the max is probably like 90k, I think. This trial was the most complicated of the week, because you have to do the 8 bastion. So you technically you have to do this one max. You have to do the Rocketeers max, like another trial, and you have to do the Leapers max. So it's like 3 trials in one. And if you get more than 55k, it was really good for Cantina. And after it was like 70, really good, and 80 plus, it was like top world. So as long as you got more than 55k, it was really good for Cantina. You have to keep in mind that 1,000 people in Cantina is really big, and it's making the things really simple. Even at the last week, I mean, at the last week it's gonna be extremely hard for people like us, because we all gonna compete for the first rank, even if we have nothing to win, but it's like a competition, you know. So I think if you are in the first page and you want to rank for the first spot, it's gonna be extremely hard. But if you want to just keep the Cantina skin, the Cantina Legend, and if you want to be like 800, 900, or 999, it's gonna be probably really easy. I mean, if you are a bit good at the game, obviously, otherwise it's gonna be complicated. But I think most people, even casual, they can be Cantina Legend at the last week. Like from 500 to 1000, it's really simple. And that's it for the recap. Let's talk about the new incoming weeks. Since I'm recording this video 1 day earlier, maybe they can change at the last second. So take a look in your game to see if the trials are the same, because maybe they can do some modification. Like for now, when I'm recording the video, the hidden bunker is closed. So I don't see how it's possible to do the download bunker things, you know. So I don't know. Maybe they're gonna change this trial. Maybe they're gonna reopen the hidden bunker. I don't know. Take a look so you don't waste time by watching the video if they change everything. For the deliver carryable, it's really simple. I made a video, like check in my last video, you can just put on YouTube like deliver carryable, FRENCHCOPS, something like that. The max score is 12k in theory, but there is people who are getting 1 extra 1,000 points. So it seems that there is a bug, like sometimes you will get 2,000 instead of 1,000, so you will have 13k. So the max is 13k, but I mean, don't lose too much time trying, because 12k is really good. I mean, you don't want to remake this forever for 1,000 points, it's really useless. So if you get 12, it's fine, and if you get the bug and get 1 extra more 1,000 points, it's better, but don't waste time. For this, the best is definitely hidden bunker, because you need a map with a lot of bombardier, and on the hidden bunkers, bombardier is respawning really fast, faster than the bastion. That's why you want to do it on hidden bunker. So if hidden bunker is available when you're watching the video, do it on hidden bunker. And otherwise, I think the best is probably Dam, because you have 2 bastion one in the pipeline, one in the hydro, one bombardier next to the tower, the communication tower, you know, the big tower, administration and research. So you already have 2 bastions, 1 bombardier, and there is 3 leapers. So it's a lot of points. The problem is you have only 30 minutes, you don't have 40. So Heidenbacher is definitely better. But Dam is a good option, and maybe also you can try on Stellar Montes because there is a lot of shredders. You have to see, you have to check how many points give one shredders, because if one shredder is more than 1000, yeah, it's a really good map for doing that. Then the probes, I made a video for the max score, like a really good explanation, etc. like last week. I said that the max was 72k, but if you do exactly what I'm doing in the video, some people got 76. So I think the max is 76, but the video is still like extremely good. It's probably the best guide you can find for this. So just type arc probes on YouTube and you will find my video. For the damage hornet, I also do a video, but for this week I will remake one. I mean, I think this week I will do the explanation of the damage ground and the damage hornet. The video I made are really accurate, but I think I can update a bit, so I will remake. But you can still look the video I made for the damage hornet also, because it's really accurate. I don't know why, but all this trial, even last week, like it's like they put one trial and 2 weeks later you got the trial back. It's really fast, you know, I don't know why. Like the probes, it's like the 3rd time we got it already. Look, I don't know why they are not putting something else to change. And for the download bunker, it's like really easy. Everybody knows how to do it. You just have to go on Heidenbacher. So maybe they're gonna replace it because it's not available at the moment. But it's really simple. I mean, this week is really simple. Like the carryable is simple, the probes is simple, the download is simple. So you only have 2 trials. It's Hornet and the damage ground base, because the rest is like free. And it's not that hard, to be honest. Like if the Heidenbacher is available, you just go on the roof. You just watch my video, you will understand. I made a video about that. You go sit on the roof and you just have to kill everything. It's really simple. And the Hornet is simple. You don't need any scanners or stuff like that. You just need to split and kill everything and pull the snitch and stuff like that. I mean, it's really simple. So it's a really easy week. That's cool. I'm gonna chill a bit and voila. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, just join my Discord or put in comment and I will reply. You shouldn't play solo. Like solo is really bad. I mean, the trials are not meant to be played for solo players. Like you just have to find 2 people. So go on the Discord. You have looking for group. We are 3,100 people. Everybody is really friendly because I'm banning every people not friendly. But so far we don't have any issue. Like everybody is like 30 years old more, and the Discord have a really good mentality. So join the Discord, find people to play with, because the last week gonna be really complicated, even if you are really good. Like I don't expect solo people to be Cantina Legion, because every team's gonna try hard, like everybody. So you have to find someone now. Thanks guys, and see you for the next video.